There's Q-Tip, there's Frank, there's Lulu, there's Barbie, there's Lorraine, there's Erica, there's Carrie, there's Sergeant Bilko, they all have names, and they are part of our family. We're not a commercial poultry operation. We are not for food consumption.
That's what I was going to ask you. For people who don't understand, people who think these are just birds, why is this? Talk about that. I mean, you said you raised these birds.
Yeah, they've been part of our family for 35 years. Us kids have grown up with them. We've watched them grow up. They've watched us grow up. And my mom's hands have touched them every day. They trust us. So to get removed and to have a bunch of strangers in there going to look at them like their life means nothing, and when they look to us for safety and we can't be there, it is the worst feeling in the world to watch your mom fall to her knees and cry and crumble and say, they're not your animals, they're mine. They are our animals. They're not the government's animals, they're our animals. We have deserved every opportunity to test these animals. Instead, we're paying millions of dollars for this big operation of helicopters, hundreds of police cars, LOA hotels. We're paying millions of dollars for drones and task force, and we're being treated like we are criminals. And this is, but yet we can't test one animal, not one animal on this farm that loses its life, that is living here 253 days healthy today. They're going to lose their life due to the Canadian inspection agency's flawed and failures in their system of their policy, broken policy. This is broken policy, and the unwillingness to work with Canadians is what's led us here.
Because you want to test them to show that they are not sick and to save them, essentially.
We want to test their health. Maybe we should test before we kill. Stamping out is not a one-size-fits-all solution, and it definitely doesn't fit here at Universal Ostrich Farms, and it hasn't fit for 9 months. All we've been asking is to test. We've had the collaboration offer of the United States with the FDA and the NIH to offer to pay for the testing themselves, because they see the rare opportunity here for humanity, what this could do on a global scale. And this is wrong. And then now internationally, the world is watching. The world knows what is happening here with our organization, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. This is just life versus death. This is right from wrong. This is what we teach our kids from day one, right from wrong. And this is wrong. And I'm grateful for everybody around the world that is stepping up to see that change has to start to happen. We said we're ground zero for change, and we're not going to stop until it's made.
Do you know if the Supreme Court is going to take on this case?
I have no idea, but you know what? We have international interest, large international interest with the Trump administration, and I sure hope that the Supreme Court would see some value and have some respect for that. If another country can see what we have the potential for here, and they want to offer it to the world as opportunity, for their children, their grandchildren, a better way than the reliance on vaccinations only, to have a more therapeutic, sustainable way to treat viruses and disease in the future. But we're going to eradicate it. We'll destroy it before we discover it. We're dealing with, speculation over science. I keep saying that, and we're losing our rights.
Because you want to test because you want to see if they have antibodies that could protect others.
They have antibodies. This has been proven within our expert witness reports that they had not. We weren't allowed to submit into court. These expert witness reports should have never had to just go through the court process. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency should have been looking at these expert witness reports as actual material to see why these animals survived. How are they living with supposedly the biggest virulent threat of avian influenza in Canada? Maybe they should be held heroes, and maybe we should use them as an opportunity to discover a remedy. Because how did they do it? If they did it, then we should explore that option. These animals, in my eyes, the minute they came out with that statement, became more valuable, because then that's how we should be looking at them and say, how are they living with the most virulent case of avian influenza? But again, we have RCMP that have breached all quarantine boundaries. They've been in their own clothes. They're traveling between here, Vernon. They're going into hotels, and they're at quarantine zones. We've had a hazmat suit worn by one of them in the quarantine zone, arresting us. and then he left the quarantine zone with it to where we were detained, and then we had to bring it up and go, you're still in your hazmat suit. And then he quickly got out of it. But then at the time they're still handling materials, so with his gloves on, then they're allowing me and my mom that just came from the really infected area to then get out of the car, be everywhere, and use their personal cell phones to call our lawyer with our hands. So you tell me how we have the most virulent strain, but yet we have no outbreak response.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that you wanted to say?
Thank you. Thank you to everybody that is here, the supporters, the support that keeps pouring in for our family from all across the world, that just knows they see what we're fighting for. There's a better way. We need to protect our small farms across Canada due to broken policy. That Canadian Food Inspection Agency has a very important role in Canada, but it is broken, and we just need to help them repair it. And I think all of us as people, we all have a voice. We've been using our voice, and this is the court of public opinion right now, and we need to rise up, and we need to hopefully stop this before they're all dead.
Can you talk about the cease and desist?
Yeah, we did. I don't understand a lot of the Aboriginal laws and how, I know we've obviously been asking for a miracle. We had somebody come and from, oh goodness, I'm sorry, what was the?
Shishwamek and Selix? I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm pronouncing it right.
Shishwamek and Selix, but we are under, so offered us protection under their Indian tribe, writing us a notice of cease and desist that they were putting us under their tribe, and we are just supposed to give them the notices. They can meet with them if they want to, but they're nervous about meeting with this many RCMP as well, and just what's going on here. We're holding out again. That is just, we're looking for miracles every day. Oh wait, we wake up every morning and go, it's Miracle Monday, today's Miracle Wednesday. So let's just keep praying for more miracles today.
Do you have any other questions? Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.